All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you for hopping on. This is sort of like an impromptu Zoom chat meeting about the Time Nutrition for A Little Obsessed and 80-Day Obsession. I'm just taking a look at the food plan. I've just had a lot of things going on in my life right now. But I'm going to put it over to Jennifer, who has looked it over. We had talked about it, and she's just going to basically give us a summary of how it is and how it works. And then if you have any questions, let us know. I'm recording this, so if you do have any questions, go ahead and just put it in a comment below the post of this recording, okay? If you're not on the call. And Emily and Liz, I'm going to put you on unmute for your video. So, hold on. And take it away, Jennifer.
Hi. Yeah, so, I mean, through talking, obviously, we've kind of all had a chance mostly to look over the nutrition guide and learn a little bit about it. And honestly, it's not much different if you've done the 21-day fixed plan outside of the fact that now you're just adding a workout block. So instead of just having what to eat and dialing in on what containers you should eat and that kind of thing, now she's actually telling you when to eat it, and that is to help you get better results by being able to fuel your body before your workout and to recover properly after in a certain amount of time. So the uproar so far that I have seen, everyone's going crazy about early morning workouts, and we don't want you to be deterred from doing 80-day obsession because of one meal. So Autumn has done videos that have explained the fact that this new workout block, which is described as having a meal about an hour to an hour and a half before the workout and an hour to an hour and a half after the workout. A lot of people, if you get up and you work out at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to want to get up in the next extra hour to work. And she said the reason she did that was to be able to give your belly some time to recover after you've eaten, so you're not so worried about how full your belly is and you're focused on your workout. But if you are able to get up and eat 30 minutes before the workout, then get up and eat 30 minutes. If you can't and you have to have a fasted workout, then just do it. Just do it that way. You got to work with what you have. And that one meal is not going to throw off all of your progress that you're going to make with the program. It's helping you fuel your body through the workout. But this program is also including the performance line. And this is, I think, the first program, right, that has actually included it in the workouts. So this is the first program we've had that's actually has included the performance line in it. So if you can't get that meal in, so you get your workout in, you have hydrate, you recover with the Recover Shake, which helps rebuild some of the proteins you lose in the workout. And then about an hour to an hour and a half later, you eat another meal. And those aren't your only 2 meals. I've seen that question asked before. Is that like all we get to eat? No, you get to eat all day. It's nothing different than 21-day fix. You still have all your meals. You get to spread them out throughout the day. So it's still, if you work out in the afternoon, breakfast, snack, lunch, and then you still have your workout block, or you do your workout block in the morning and then have lunch, snack, dinner. You get to eat all day, just like you do on 21-day fix. And we all love to eat. So and it works the same. You still do the same calculations, just like you did with 21-day fix. I can't remember all of them. Your weight times 11 plus 400. I can't remember it all. It's in the meal plan. Go look it up. And that's going to determine your block. So the difference in the blocks of eating is there's quite a few more than there were for the original 21-day fix. I think there's 5 A, B, C, D, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 blocks of eating, depending on where your weight is and what your goal is. So you'll get a few more containers if you're higher up in those blocks. I know Ophi and I were saying we'd love to be able to eat the biggest block and not gain any weight, but we can't do that. So basically that's what it is. And I did have a question earlier about menus, having some menus. If you're kind of new to all this, including 21-day fix, it's something you kind of have to try to create on your own, because no one knows your schedule, first of all, to be able to create it for you. But secondly, we don't know what food you like for your containers. However, if you want to get in the Prepare to Be Obsessed group, there are a ton of menus being shared in there, but you may want to be prepared if you get in there because it's a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of people posting concerns and questions, and you also could get in there and throw yourself into a tizzy just because of the fact there's so many people that question everything. And that's how it is with a new program, because it's out of your element and it's out of your comfort zone. So of course you're going to question everything because you want to do it right. So don't go in there and get overwhelmed. Go in, maybe just go and search and type in menu or meal plan or something and just search what you're looking for, and try not to go through all those concerns and questions, because if you do, you're going to cause yourself to go into a panic attack about this. So I think our goal for the next week, just to focus on 5 days. That's it. We're not looking at overwhelming to think 80 days. I know I've had a few people that have said that's a long time, and it is, but you don't always get the body you want in 3 weeks. That just gets you going. So we're going to take it a month at a time, and we will continue to have a group that goes through, 80 days, but we just want to focus on a month at a time, 30 days at a time. And as far as the workouts in this, I believe they're 30 to 45 minutes. I don't think they go any longer than that, but I have to double check. But for the 5 days we are doing a Little Obsessed, they're only 30 minutes each. So you're still only focused 30 minutes a day. And I'm really excited to use these sliders. I don't know if you guys have ever used these before, but I've never used sliders in a workout. So I'm a little intimidated, but I'm actually really excited because they look kind of fun. And I think my kids will actually probably steal them and be skating around the house. But I think they're gonna be really fun. It's something new and it's kind of out of my element, and a lot of people haven't tried them before either. So I'm really excited to use those. So for the 5-day group, it's only going to be 30-minute workouts. Again, you're working around the meal plan, so try to sit down and work that out. And I'll try to post my schedule because mine varies. I only work part-time, so a few days I'm off, I can kind of adjust it for the days I'm off. For the days I'm working, I'm going to have to dial in a little more as far as when my workout block is, and everyone is very different. So your meal plan and the way you process it isn't going to be the same as everyone else's. So don't let that deter you from making something work for you. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. It's got to work for you and your schedule. I think, the coach exclusive group. I didn't get a chance to talk about that yet. If you go in and make sure you order that, if you are a coach and you've never been in a coach only group, it is a super cool experience to be in those groups, because even though it can be overwhelming at times, you're going to see far more motivation and encouragement and struggles and successes and failures, everything that so everyone else is dealing with the same issues you're dealing with, but they're coaches, and Autumn is running that group. So it's a really cool experience. So if you haven't gotten one of your kids yet to get in that group, just do it. Even if you already have the sliders, even if you already have the bands, those things are going to break anyway. You'll need more, or your kids are going to skate around the house in them and you're going to need more. Or you can give them away as some kind of award for somebody who's participating and doing well in one of your groups, whatever it is. Just get them so you can get in that group. Don't complain about the fact that you already have them. That's been a big issue over in the Autumn group. And I'm like, just stop complaining. Just $37. It's like $37 for the kit. And we were just talking about Energize a second ago. And I know with just Energize, I think with shipping is $50, something like that. So to be able to get the Recover, the Energize, plus that entire kit and the meal plan and containers for like $100 as a coach, you can't really pass that up. And if you can't use it right now, I'm sure that you have somebody that can use it. I know my kids drink my Recovery like crazy because they're athletes and get sore. So if I'm not going to use it all, they will. So get in that group if you can, because it's not going to do anything but be beneficial to you. So we'll have our own little small accountability group going, and then you'll have that larger group going. And between the two, all you can do is walk away successful. So I think that was all the points I had.
I like that. Walk away successful. You're right, girl. You know what? I wanted to address the fact that if you guys have any pushback from people that you're talking to and they say, well, 80 days is kind of a long time, This is what Julie said. You're going to work out anyways. You're going to work out anyways. It's 80 days. You're going to work out for the next 80 days, aren't you? So why not just do it with a program and with a group of people doing the same workout? So if you get pushback like that, that's what you can come up with. And just tell them. Well, yeah?
No, go ahead. I thought you were done. No, I thought you were done. Keep going.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
I had checked out the vegan meal plan guide as well, just to kind of, I don't really eat vegan all the time, but ever since I did the Ultimate Reset, I had kind of leaned more towards vegan-ish. So I took a look at it. I don't know if anybody else had looked at it yet or not, but it is slightly different, obviously, where people get protein from and that kind of thing is different. So I would just say that if you have friends or family or whatever that are vegan, there is a specific meal plan, which I don't know, but basically the major differences I saw was that, vegans get their protein from some of their, like the black beans and things like that are in the non-vegan version considered a carb. But in the vegan version, they're considered a protein. And they get, like, for plan A, like if I was going to do the vegan one, instead of having 4 vegetables, I would have gotten 6. Because you're kind of making up for some of that protein that you get from your veggies by eating more veggies. So I can really look at how they defined it, but they broke down the yellows into like an A and a B, depending on what your yellow container was. And you're supposed to eat your A in the morning and your B in the afternoon. And so it is a little bit different. I would definitely suggest looking at the vegan one just in case you have somebody that is. That way you can kind of tell them that there is specific meal plans for them and it's totally capable of being done. And they even discuss the performance line in there, whereas Recover is not vegan. So they reference Energize and Hydrate and what you should do with your Shakeology, your vegan Shakeology, to kind of supplement your Recover. So I would just say take a look at that. It's not too many, it's not super long, but it was worth my time of looking at it so you could help everybody if you had somebody that was interested.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
That little plug.
Yeah, I like that because there's a couple of people that on our team that are vegan. So
yeah,
no, definitely.
Yeah, and the only other thing I can think of is I know that they mentioned, to do this program you did kind of have a little bit of understanding of fitness, but she did have a couple people Autumn had a couple people in this test group that they were at a point where they did need to lose over 100 pounds. And they did really, that's a beginner. Having them do a little obsessed maybe a couple times before would be a really good idea because I would never tell them they can't do it. It wasn't necessarily made for beginners, but if the people that were beginners in the test group can do it and have results like that, those would be good things to share with them. Because if they're ready to go in and go all in and get that weight off, then don't tell them they can't, because this is a good program to do it with 80 days and 3 different blocks of time. They have a lot of time to improve. So encourage them regardless of where they're at in their fitness level to try it.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And I know that I know, Karen, you're probably doing your challenge group is a little bit different, but I had a 3-week challenge group, Healthy for the Holidays, and we're just plopping in people that are interested in a little obsessed into the group because we start Wednesday. Hi, Tony!
Uh-oh. They saw you.
But yeah, so we're just plopping in people into our group till the next 5 days. And then I think for the next couple of weeks until 80-Day Obsession launches on the 15th, I think I'm just going to be doing a little obsessed for those weeks. Because I don't know about you guys. I know, Karen, you did in one of your Instagram stories, and I was like, yes, girl, yes. But I need to have a set program. Otherwise, I feel lost. You know, it's like these past couple of months, I haven't really followed a set program. I tried to do a little max 30, tried to do a little 21-day fix, and I need to have something where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this from this day 1 to day whatever, day 80, you know, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. So
this is like the longest I have gone where I haven't really been on a program, and it's kind of it's made me go crazy where like I'm a little unmotivated-ish, if that makes any sense, you know. And then I like when I choose what I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? And then I pick an easy one, and you know, it's like I need like, okay, it's day 7, do strength from, you know, freaking core to force, and I hate all those stinking push-ups, but that's what's on the schedule, so you do it. Whereas, you know, here lately I've been like, well, I'll do shift shop 25. So yes, I need a structure too.
Yeah, I need the structure. I need to know that I'm following a food plan. I need to know that, I mean, I think for me as a coach too, and doing this for such a long time, it just gets you sort of take it for granted, you know, and you just kind of get, I don't want to say bored, but you do get bored sometimes, you know, and I think this will help motivate me again with my workouts. It'll get me motivated again. And I think being in that test group with other coaches is going to get me motivated too. So, but speaking of which, if some of you are teaching classes, you're going to have to learn how to coach a little bit more, which is going to be hard. You have to learn to coach a little bit more on those days that you teach. So that's going to be the only, you know, setback for me, because there's certain classes that I don't want to coach, like turbo. Like,
did you hear Julie though? In her talk the other day, she said the one day that she teaches turbo, and if it happens to be cardio for Autumn's program, she just doesn't do Autumn's program. And she said it is what it is what she said. I mean, but her suggestion, of course, was the same thing you just said. On those days that you teach, try to instruct rather than participate. But she said the day that she teaches turbo, she said, I don't do Autumn's program. So I was kind of shocked.
Yeah. Well, I think what? Also so that, you know, if you're in that test group, your results are authentic to the program. I don't think it's detrimental to your health so much. I think it's just that they want your results to be more really, you know, 90% of it from 80-day obsession, rather than you doing 80-day obsession and also teaching. So, yeah. Any questions from Liz or Emily? No?
I can't see Emily. Is Emily on here?
Yeah, there's another page. It's not letting me do Brady Bunch either. I am.
There she is.
I had a question about the menus. I was the one that asked about the menus, because I still follow shop menus. That's why I was curious about the menus, if there's going to be a menu when the actual program launches, as far as menu plan, like for just a schedule instead of just picking from the list of foods.
They normally don't send out menus just because everyone has specific things they like. But this program is a little different in the fact that, you know, they do tell you which containers to eat each time. So the best idea is to maybe on Sundays or Saturdays, whenever you have some time, is to sit down and I know for me, I'm kind of like same thing every day, not every day, but, you know, like today for the rest of the week, I have fish and asparagus and steak with green peppers and onions or something like that. And those are my lunches all week. Because
I've been doing that. But my question was, when the official launch comes and has the whole plan rolled out, is that going to include like a booklet of a basic menu?
You mean like, you know how Shift Shop had a menu?
Yeah, the basic plan, and they had a recipe booklet. And I've still found the 21-day fix plan and the clean week one in between, but I was just curious if it's going to have one.
I know that with Carver and, Doug Moss, they were talking about how the reason that the meal plan guide book type thing is not a paper copy is because it's 216 pages long. So they weren't going to print that. But to me, what that at least, and then she also referenced that there was going to be sample days. I don't think there's going to be like a full menu, but if you work out in the morning, here's kind of a sample day. If you work out in the afternoon, here's a sample day that you could kind of go off of. But if the thing is 216 pages long, there has to be some recipes in there, or there has to be some ideas. And then I also know she mentioned that on Fixate in On Demand, she's going to have a specific segment for 80-day obsession. And so if you're looking for your pre-workout meal in Plan A, you can click and she's going to have meals that are already like containerized that fit those containers. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be scripted out like here's your menu, but you can go into Fixate. From what I gathered from what she was saying was that you can go into Fixate and like find here's these meals I want to have and they fit in this block. Here's the meals I want to have and they fit in this block, and it already puts the containers that you need for those specific. At least that's what I thought. Ophi, did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
And Maria, maybe I don't know what video it was.
Karen's right. And I think we underutilize Fixate, the cooking show. We need to promote that more as coaches. We need to promote that with our clients too, and let them know that, they can go there for all their little recipe ideas and such. But I do believe she said there was going to be a little section for obsession. And you know what? Here's the thing, guys. Just kind of promote Fixate, but also promote keeping it really simple. Keeping during the 80 days, keep it really simple. They're having a meltdown. Aw. Bye, Emily.
Bye. Because #real life.
Yeah.
Right.
But just keep it simple. I think if you have a week's worth of food that you're gonna have like for the next couple of weeks, it makes it a little bit boring, but it keeps it really simple. And then on the weekends, just have something different. But from Monday through Friday, just follow the KISS, keep it simple, sister. So, I mean, if it like Jennifer, she has her set food that she has all the time, and then that's it. And that way you don't have to think about it too much.
Well, and I think that, without actually seeing the full plan, I think this has a potential to help us do that. So like if we know that our breakfast has to be a this and a this for the next 80 days, and our lunch needs to be this and this, at least what I've been doing for the past few weeks has been like, I make something every single day from Monday through Friday, but, like this week, my fruit is honeydew. Last week, my fruit was grapes. The week before that, it was raspberries and blueberries. So I'm still eating different fruits, but I'm changing it up that way. Or, what my seasoning is on my meat is different, but I'm still having like a salad with meat on it, but one week it's taco seasoning, one week it's flavored with like an Asian ginger Bragg's amino, so I've still kept it super simple, but I've changed it enough that I'm not bored with it yet,
And I think that's one of those areas that, you can really overthink, especially if it's something you're newer to. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to overthink that and think that you have to have something different every single day. So I know we talked about the Shakeology for the breakfast or for the pre-workout. I'm probably going to make like the egg cups that she talks about, or that we've done on 21 Day Fix, the egg cups with spinach in it. So you have the egg cups and spinach, and then overnight oats. That's something so simple that you can have right before, and they both warm up. And you can prep them within 10 minutes. So just something really simple that, you may have it for 5 days straight, but at least it's there and it's done, and it's good, and change it up the next week, have a different oatmeal the next week. So don't overthink it.
I think that's what I'm going to do. As far as, I'm trying to bump my workouts up to the morning. Things have just been so, with Michael working graveyards, and our schedule just kind of wonky, and then dealing with what I've been dealing with my son. It's just my whole day has been so screwy. But I think what I'm going to do is with Shakeology, I like that idea. I'm just going to plunk everything in there, except for the seeds. I I don't know if I'm going to do the seeds in there. I don't know.
Just eat some peanuts on the side.
I don't want seeds in my Shakeology, but I think I'm going to put spinach, like the instant oatmeal.
Mhm.
Measure that out in the yellow. Put that in there, and what else is it?
You could do flaxseed. You could put flaxseed in your shake instead of the. Or you could just eat one.
Is flaxseed considered?
I actually put flaxseed in my shakes every day, but on the days I don't, I put walnuts or almonds. You can't even taste it.
Oh, I like flaxseed, but what is flaxseed considered? A yellow or?
I thought it was considered a seeds for orange.
Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's an orange?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
then that's what I'll do. Oh, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I put it in my yogurt, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just keeping it simple. Because I think you're right. You know, I don't know who said it, but we all, especially if you're not used to prepping, and I've been getting that from a lot of people that I've been talking to, you know, food prepping is not my thing, and they're overthinking it, and they don't know where to start. And I'm like, it's really not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. I think if you overthink it, then it is difficult, you know. So. All right, so this call is recorded, guys, and I'm going to be posting it. Is there any last-minute tips you want to share for the people that will be watching this? And she's taking a picture.
I just have
trying
one
to be
thing.
sneaky.
I think for people that are concerned about the 80 days, if you break it down and tell those people, like you said, okay, yes, you're going to work out anyway, but if they look at it as one day at a time, don't look at it as, okay, I'm going to get a week's worth of workouts first or 5 days worth of workouts, or I'm going to look 80 days down the road. Today's Monday, I'm going to do Monday's workout. Tomorrow's Tuesday, I'm going to do Tuesday's workout, and that's it. Focus on that one day. Don't try to overthink it and focus 2 months from now, because those workouts that are 2 months from now are not meant for us to see anyway, because they're going to be difficult. They're more difficult. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where I've been going, and it seems to help, but I'm still tanked with the big zero. So, but you know what? It's okay. It will come. I'm not worried about that. But again, one day at a time, even for us, because, you know, I'm like, what happens in 2 weeks? What are those workouts going to be like when they're 55 minutes or whatever? I have to focus on one today, you know, the day that we're working on. So I don't know.
I think we've gotten spoiled with the 30-minute workouts, but then, you know, huh?
If you go to a workout class,
we have.
an hour, it's no big deal.
Right.
Yeah, but when I go to teach, I'm teaching, you know, an hour.
Right.
So it's you know, same thing.
Totally capable of being done. We just have to put it in our head that we can.
Yeah. You know, and then
we all did it with 4 to 4s.
Yeah, and if you have moms that say, you know, oh, how long are the workouts? You tell them that's anywhere from 30 to, I think it's the 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Is that what she said?
That's what I remember hearing, yes.
I think there's a couple that are 55 minutes. But we can deal with that.
Well, think about it. By the time they would drive to a gym, take an hour-long class, and drive back, that's a drastically shorter amount of time. Or by the time that they would drive to the gym, work out for 30 minutes, and drive home, they did the whole workout.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Tough love on that as well.
Yeah. That
doesn't always work.
Definitely a good argument. Definitely a good argument.
You got an excuse? Bam! No.
No excuses. No excuses. Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, you can just get up, eliminate the 5 or 10 minutes that you need to get dressed. Just work out in your pajamas. Or
some of us have to at least put something else on.
Well, yeah.
I do.
Put that on. But yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a great boost for our customers, a great boost for our businesses. And if we just, you know, keep promoting it, I think it's going to be going to make 2018 really a fantastic one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to burying 2017.
Me too.
Not a good year. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you so very, 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 very much. I'm going to put this on Concord's page in a YouTube version, and I'm also going to put it in the Healthy for the Holidays if you're in that group with us, so that people can take a look at it. Okay. So, anybody want to take a picture, screenshot, whatever? Who wants to do the? I know Karen already did one.
I just took one with my phone for my story.
Oh, for your story. Well, I mean, we can do another one.
You
Yeah.
guys have me so addicted to the story now. I'm on there all the time.
I love the story. And you know what? I was following Karen, and I was looking at Karen, watching Karen. That's how I got addicted to doing story. Because her stories are fun.
It's fun.
All right, you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Smile.
Are we just smiling or are we doing something
just
silly?
smile.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Let me see how that look turned out. Okay. No, Karen, you're not smiling. Okay, do it again. Ready? Smile. Okay. Kia. Love you guys. And I'll put this up. Thank you for hopping on a Monday night.
Hope you have a better day tomorrow.
Thank you. I hope so too. All right, guys. Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye.